right, so what we're going to do right now is hop into a video about finding the perfect person. Because there's four main categories of life, right? There's money, there's life purpose, which includes meditation and reading and shit like that, like self-care stuff. Then there's your body, lifting weights, etc. And then there's relationships, okay, which includes all relationships, but part of that, subsection of that is romantic relationships, okay? So you got these four fucking areas. If you just work in all these areas every day, you're going to be in balance, okay? And we dream about all the life categories. Like, think about it. We fucking dream about getting, like, earning a bunch of money and getting our dream home. We dream about our life purpose. So if you're a fucking baker, you're opening your own restaurant or something, right? We dream about the body. Like, what would it be like to have the ripped abs and you're hanging out at the beach or whatever? And we dream about, we do dream about romantic partners, okay? We have like, you even meet somebody new, you might fucking be obsessed or whatever. Or we close our eyes and we imagine what it'd be like to be with, you know, our favorite celebrity or whatever. Like, we have these little kind of dreams. But how often, in terms of finding a romantic partner, do we take the dream and process it into an actionable goal? Because you can go and get a business plan and fucking make money, right? You can go hire a personal trainer and learn how to, you know, lift weights. And you know what I mean? Like in terms of life purpose, you can go get a coach on your discipline. You can get a coach, a meditation coach. You can, you know, read books and you know what I mean? Like, study, you can learn shit. But with romantic relationships, I mean, there are dating coaches out there, right here, FYI. But how often are we making it like a fucking dream, and then but also making that dream reality? Because everybody, like, because I'll tell you one reason. Because relationships, like who we're with, it affects our ego a little bit. So if we're with somebody that's really challenging, somebody that like has a strong personality, or if that's what we want and stepping to that. So if I'm a guy and I have to go approach like a 10 who's like super confident, if stepping to her threatens my ego because I tell myself I'm the shit every day in front of the mirror, right? Like, that if trying to go after that threatens my ego, now it's like a pain thing for me and I don't want to fucking do it, right? And so it's something where most people tend to sort of settle within their options, which is their immediate social circle, like people from work, like immediate friends, just shit that kind of happens easily as somebody that doesn't challenge them too much but still physically attractive, or they don't have life goals that match or whatever. Like, it's almost like a settling for most people because it's something that's painful to go after what you want because it challenges you. I mean, really, that's it, because it fucking challenges you. Okay? So what I'm trying to say today is that you can close your eyes and imagine what the perfect person looks like, okay? And so this is a fantasy, okay? So there is no perfect person, but it's healthy to have a dream, right? And what you want to do is convert that dream to an actionable reality. So let's talk about doing that. Okay, so the first thing, and I think, well, before we say that, this is fucking worthwhile, because if you've ever been in like a really amazing relationship, well, if you haven't, that's a fucking tragedy. But if you've ever been like a really awesome relationship with somebody that like really makes you happy, like from day to day, like not just you write, you know, some little fucking like somebody that you say, oh, I love you so much in a card to every year. But like where the actual experience of being with this person is actually like close to fucking bliss every day, as much as you can get there, right, within the confines of reality. If you've ever been in something like that, like, you know, like, there's good fucking people out there. Like, this is worth it. And if you haven't been in that, God, like, look around to some of your friends on Facebook. Like, probably hurts for you to like scroll through Facebook and see like really happy people together. Like, I remember a point in my life where I was so unhappy that I would hate to scroll through Facebook because I'd be so jealous of everything else that I saw, because I was so unhappy with my own life. And I hated that fucking feeling. And now I'm just like happy every time I scroll through Facebook, like happy for people, right? Because I'm doing shit in my life that I want. But what I'm trying to say is like, this is worth it. And either you have that reference experience from a past relationship or you don't, and you need to fucking like recognize, okay? So way to make this actionable is like, you're going to come up with a list of all the qualities that you would have in your perfect person. So, what does a perfect girl look like? How tall is she? Does she want kids or not? What's her personality traits, etc. Right? All the things. Now, same thing with a guy. If you're a girl, like you're gonna say, what you want. Okay. And then so you should probably come up with like at least like 20 something qualities. Okay, if you're putting the time and effort in, and then from there you're gonna come up with the top 5 shit that you can't live without about that person. And what you're doing is you're training your brain to now notice this shit in reality, in real time as you move through the world. Okay, so this is your reticular activation system in your brain is what filters out the complex reality and makes it relevant to you. Knows what's relevant to you. So you notice this. You go buy a new fucking Honda Accord, you will see Honda Accords everywhere on the street. It's the same fucking thing. So what you got to do is make your list, then figure out what you can't live without. So your list is going to train you to find shit, okay? Your narrowed down list is going to tell you, it's going to it's what's going to make it a reality for you, because you're going to meet somebody that checks a lot of fucking boxes for you, and maybe they're missing one thing, like maybe their hair color's off or something. Big fucking deal, right? So then you just say, hey, cool, okay, I can live without that, And so you come up with this, and it's so fucking important. Because what happens if you settle? You're cheating yourself because you don't get to experience the fucking magic that you can feel to be with somebody that's amazing. And then you're cheating them because they deserve for somebody to pay attention to them. So I'm thinking about this in terms of like a guy, right? So if I'm a guy and I'm with a girl who doesn't do it for me, there's probably 100 other, like 1,000 other guys, like in the immediate area that they would fucking worship the ground she walks on, right? And if I'm with her, like giving her, like trickling down my attention, right, and giving you this false hope of how amazing shit could be, think about all the other fucking guys that would, like pull out all the stops for her. Right, pull out all the fucking stops, like plan shit, like take her places, like give her their full attention, like take her dancing, like do amazing shit, like, and then she's with me, and I don't even give enough of a fuck. Like that's a fucking tragedy. Like we have one life, we fucking die, like, you know what I'm saying? And like it's a fucking shit. Like think about it, if it was your daughter, like. You raise this like precious fucking baby, and you tell her she's your world, she's your princess or whatever. You give her everything, you send her off to college or whatever, and then she meets some guy that isn't gonna love her as much as you, right? And then she fucking spends 20 years, her best years, her hottest years, right? And gives it to some guy that won't even fucking treasure her, like, And so it's a fucking tragedy for you and for her, that she wouldn't find everything that she's looking for, which is somebody that's going to treat her like the amazing fucking creature that she is, because, you know what I mean? So you can't fucking settle. That's how important this video is. Like, you can't fucking settle. So I'm begging you, I'm imploring you to write down this list. Like, find what it is that you want, because it is fucking magical. Like, you meet somebody that knocks your socks off, that is fucking amazing. Like, you don't want to spend time with anybody else. You want to spend time with this person. And from there, it's a whole nother thing, right? Like, it's learning the communication. It's like the trust, and it's all the relationship skills that come into play, and it's all that stuff that, that comes into play with keeping somebody like that. But you got to know what you're looking for, and the only way to do that is really to put the thought about it ahead of time into place, and train your brain to do it. So that's a good exercise. So I'm just here today to say that dreaming about this fucking person that lights your shit on fire is okay. It's like, it's great, right? It's great, and you shouldn't settle for less than that. But you don't want to always have your fucking mind in the sky, like, you know what I mean? Like, oh, I'll start a business, win. Oh, I'll lift weights, win, whatever. Oh, I'll find that perfect person eventually, or they'll find me, right? Because everybody says that. You got to fucking put the work in. So you come up with the list, you train your mind, And then if you're a man, you're going to start approaching these type of women that you maybe were scared to in the past or whatever. And it's all worth it. It's all fucking worth it. So we kind of went there today. We kind of took it a little bit more serious because I fucking feel that so much. Like you could tell like a second ago when I was talking about like the tragedy part. Like I'm feeling that from here, and I think it is like. So don't fucking settle. Like find that perfect person, and it's cool shit. It's amazing shit. So have a great Wednesday.